up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? This is the Sugarhill Gang Podcast, and you are being podcasted by yours truly and my brothers. I am the Master G, and I'm joined by, what up, T Dynasty?
Yo, what up?
And I'm my main man, Pots and Pants, Hen Diggity. What's up, Diggity, dog?
Yeah, baby, no doubt. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever, Wakanda forever. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy right here. Now, listen, you guys got to understand something about this guy. This is one of the realest. This is one of the most genuine people. This is one of the most profound entertainers in our generation. Ladies and gentlemen, a brother, a friend. My God, I can keep on going on. What's up, Bob Sinclar? Bob Sinclar is in the house.
You talking about me? Oh my God!
Yes, Bob Sinclar is in the
Yes,
house.
yes.
I thought you were talking about James Brown, my friend.
No, sir. Bob Sinclar is in the house.
Yes,
What's up, man?
It's so funny, Bob. Every show when we do your song, we say Bob Sinclar's in the house.
That's why I do that. That's why I say that. That's why I say it. Hey, we can't do the song without me doing that. As soon as we finish, the first thing come out, and we always hit them with the, we're gonna do a joint that's been big for us. We did it with a cat. You might know it, and then we go into it. They be like, "Oh, we love it." Yeah, man. So good to talk to you, man. Yeah. So good to see you. And I'll be the first to say it. And, we're going to get into the whole thing in the podcast, and thanks for being on. But I'm going to be the first to say it. You, my man, are a very special person in our heart. You, my man, have nothing but undying love for us because you, my man, the one and only person, man, that in our resurrection, coming back out in the world, your mouth was a prayer book, man. You said you wanted to make something happen with us. And that experience will stay with me, and I'm sure Hen and Diamond and Mike, Mike is here, spirit, that will stay with us for the rest of our life, man. And so in public, in front of whoever it is that's tuning into this, I personally want to thank Bob Sinclar for being the person that he is. So thank you, man.
Thank you, brother.
My friend, you don't know it, but I'm here because of you. So I exist. My career exists because of you, because in 1979, you made history, my friend. And all this hip-hop culture blow me away inside my body. The chemistry I had with this music when the first time I went in club in Paris, in 87, 88, 89, when I discovered this coming from New York. So you are the impact. Even now, the hip-hop is the most creative music since 50 years. And now number one. And always criticize, always try to, put in the trash by all the magazine, all the journalists and everything. But they are still here because it's so creative. And I start playing this music in club. And I was not a musician. I came into music with a sample, with my SP12, my Akai, my sampler, my turntable. Right. So it was all about the hip hop culture. So. You said resurrection, but you never disappear, my friend. Resurrection is when you are when you are dead, but you never die. You will never die because music is there. You made history, my friend. All the bass of this music is from you guys. So
thank you.
So we have to know it's not the day of I watch your, I don't know how you say it in
I got
so much compliment, but it's
no, man,
listen. It's a blessing day to me when I've met you for to do this collaboration, because it was something unbelievable for me.
But the thing is that it was so important for and Hen and Diamond, they're with us 100%. But for Mike and myself, we were at a time in our career, man, where we needed some validation. And I understand. And I was just on a conversation earlier before this where I've had to really identify with the real impact of us. I'm doing that now. For many, many years, I didn't do that.
Okay, yeah. I got you.
So when I say that you have no idea what that meant to us, man. You know what I mean? For it was so pivotal. It was just so
amazing.
pivotal. So with that being said, tell us and we ask everybody that comes on the show, we ask everybody to tell us your Rapper's Delight story. Where were you, or what was your experience the first time you heard Rapper's Delight?
Rapper's Delight, I was very young. I had 10 years old. So first time I heard it, man, it was a classic since years and years. So first time I went in club, it was in 88, 89, but it was already a classic. But I didn't know the story behind the record. I didn't know that nobody wanted any rappers. They didn't want to press any record, from Grandmaster Flash to all the guy at the beginning. They didn't want to hear about record. It was a blasphemy. It was not in their culture to create record. Was something wrong to create a record, because it was, everybody wanted to do the MC in the club, but they didn't understand how it could be, you know,
on the record,
right, and on the radio and everything. So. So Sylvia Robinson, right, had the idea to do casting, and then she found you, and then history has been made from this. And then they all came on the cake to say, hey, I need also. So you experienced something weird. And my experience, so first time I heard the record was unbelievable, but I didn't know the story about it. But when I knew the story and the bass, wow, it was huge.
Yeah, no, definitely. So
where were you when you heard it?
In a club in Paris.
Oh, you were in the club?
Man.
Yeah, in Paris. I didn't travel before. Well, I mean, in 89, I've been in the anniversary of the Zulu Nation and in the Bronx. My first time in New York. But when I heard the Grandmaster J, the DJ of Africa Bambaataa was.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
I know what you're saying. But you had Red Alert, and also Master J.
Okay.
So this music, I discovered a lot of stuff in 88, 89.
Okay. So just for those that, you know, might not understand what you have going on, give us a little bit of who you are, what you do, how you do it. You know, give them, you know, tell, because I mean, you know, World Hold On and so many major so many phenomenal records you've done, man. So after I went in clubs, I saw right away that hip hop and house came in the same time in Paris. You know, garage and hip hop in the same time. But I choose hip hop at the beginning. The chemistry came to hip hop. So at that time, Eric B and Rakim, Public Enemy was really the heroes of that time. 88, 89, and De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, they all arrived. You know, the Native Tongue arrived at that time. So wow, I started buying records, making my mixtape to go to school. And then I wanted to share that music with people. So I organized my own party in Paris. But this music, it was really the beginning. So it was hard to federate people with this music. So I work also in a commercial club. But after 2-3 years, I was tired about playing commercial stuff. So I created my own label, Yellow Production, 1994. Yellow Production. So Yellow Production, we started to produce actually acid jazz and trip hop music coming from. We were inspired by music coming from UK at that time. Label like Mowax, acid jazz, Talking Loud, DJs like Jill Peterson, Patrick Forge. You had also Norman J. So DJ, they were playing jazz, soul, disco. You know, they were a mix of hip hop. So this music. So this trip hop came. So we started to produce that kind of music, and then a lot of artists on Yellow, like Dimitri from Paris, Kid Loco. If people check Yellow Production, they will see all the discography. Yeah. And in the same time, I was producing things with Brazilian artists, English artists. I was searching a sound, and in '97, the tempo. How do you say it? I speed up a little bit more the tempo to create. Speed up the tempo. So I create the first 12-inch under the name Bob Sinclar. I took the name from a French movie just to create a super disco, super like Ceron or Giorgio Moroder, or to have a big disco name. Right.
So first 12-inch, then second 12-inch, 12-inch, first album, Paradise in 98. And then I made 3 albums, and then the number 4 was in 2005 with Love Generation, World Hold On, Rock This Party. So it took me 10 years to arrive until Love Generation, which is very good because as an artist, it was good to have a background of something, a little bit more underground, and to to have really the credibility, the street credibility here in Paris and all around the world to say, okay, this guy made a label, he has a success now, so he deserves it. So and then I think World Hold On has been played in the US a little bit, but US, well, I was not really strong with that record, except maybe with Rock This Party in all the basketball time.
The games.
The games, they play a lot the record.
Yes.
And then 3 years after, I made the record with you, La La Song. So step by step, I touch really different things. I always try to explore the sound, the dance music, and.
Wow, it was 3 years after. Just 3 years after that you did the La La Song with us.
2009.
Yeah, I know. Wow. So here's the thing, and I'm gonna ask my producer Rod to play this clip for you. But I heard an amazing story about Pitbull, and he referenced you. Listen, Rod, can I get you to play that clip for me?
I'm in Dominican Republic, but I'm not in Casa Campo. I'm in Santo Domingo, and I see these two beautiful Dominican women dancing to Bob Sinclar's record, World Hold On. World Hold On. And then
Bob Sinclar had to be taking ecstasy writing that record.
Come on. World Hold On.
He was on some drugs.
And these are tremendas mulatonas. I mean, gorgeous animals. I'm going, wow. And I'm thinking in my head, I know these motherfuckers don't speak English. So I'm like, well, let me holler at them real quick and see what's up. So I talk to him and I say, hey, you like this record? He's like, oh, esta canción me encanta. Te dije, oh, I said, ¿tú sabes lo que está diciendo? You know what they're saying? No. I said, shit, I need to get in this music right here. So when I heard that Bob Sinclar World Hold On, that was the first record that I jumped on for world music.
What are your thoughts on that?
Wow. It's amazing because he said that I create the link between his culture, his hip hop culture or Caribbean culture or Latino culture and the dance music culture. So I'm so proud. I'm very proud. I'm very
amazing, right?
Yeah, I'm shocked actually. I'm very honored because he worked with the best producer in the world, and he remembered my name the first time. It's wow.
I knew it would blow you away.
With doing it.
Right.
Yeah. But you know what? But
before then, he was talking about doing what what people was doing out in Miami. Like the street hip hop and stuff like that. And just you changed his whole thought process, his whole direction. He went. Now Pitbull is Pitbull. He wouldn't have probably never been Pitbull if it hadn't been for you.
Wow.
So he made it. Apparently, what I heard, he made it for girls, right?
Of course.
No, he made it because he understood that no matter what language they spoke, they understood that it was for the girl.
Yeah. No, get back to that. Go back
that was the whole thing.
Go back to that.
Amazing.
Now, hey man, listen. Again, you got so many things going for you, and I knew that it would be mind blowing for you just by the way that you roll. You know what I'm saying? You're an artist. You're a true artist, whether you play an instrument or not. You deserve to be considered and called an artist because you're a very creative person, man.
Right.
And it's an exciting situation to be in. I want to just say one thing. I want to tell a quick Bob Sinclar story. Henry, you remember this? So we were flying.
Oh man, gee, I was thinking the same thing, man.
Yeah, this is the kind of person this guy is. This is the kind of person this cat is. So we were flying to do a gig, right? And so the accommodations are taken care of by whoever is taking care of. We get to the airport, and so we get ready to board the plane. Bob's got first class tickets. We got coach tickets. Okay. So Bob goes up to the counter and he says to the people, he says, I need to have these guys with me. And so everybody's looking weird and strange. They're like, no, but you're okay. You're okay. No, they can't ride with you. No, you're okay. He got out of first class and rode and coached with us.
Sure did.
I'll never forget that.
I would
never, ever. He said, and I know for a fact.
Yeah.
They fly in first class. They fly in private jet.
Right. You made us feel.
Oh my God!
Equal, you made us feel like we were truly.
You gave us. I'm telling you, man. That's why I keep saying to you, man. You got to understand. at the time that you came into our life, you were God sent, man. We needed that reassurance that we mattered. You know what I mean? And you know, like I said, and even with Hand and Diamond, because it's really kind of their first experience kind of at this. For Mike and I, man, I'm telling you, boy. So anyway. So what you got going on, man? I had to tell that story.
I wanted to. You're so sweet, my friend. You know, I do this. You don't have to tell it, but I do it because my heart is so much full of respect and love for you. The thing that about World Hold On, I just wanted to mention Steve Edwards, who wrote the lyrics, and also he is from Manchester. He's a UK guy originally from Jamaica, and a friend of mine called Michael Torgman. So it was a trio. I made the production at the end, and then the choose of everything and the mix. But I always collaborate with amazing and talented people like you. You know, so when you talk about a song, we talk about a collaboration.
I got you. Yeah. No doubt, no question.
Pitbull collaborating with you got him 60 million. 60 million sold straight out the window. So, brother, you know, if you have to think about how you work with people and what you've done, you can just look back just on the outside and see people like Noriega saying, "Yeah, I was up in there in Mansion getting it" to that song. So, yeah, man.
You remember our Mansion show, Bob? You remember we did the show at Mansion? You remember that?
Yes, of course I remember. Of course. Yes.
Yeah, that was off the hook, man.
That was great.
Every moment.
Great show, man. It really was. Really was a great show.
And you know what, y'all? I don't normally fan out, but I'm fanning out today. I'm fanning out today because I'm excited. I'm very excited to do this, and I'm mad. And I'm mad that I wasn't spot on with it right off the rip because. But I'm here now, and I'm in it. So, Bob, listen. Just talk about, and I want people to kind of get a little insight. Talk about your creative. How did you for example, how did you come up with the ideal to first of all to do the song that you did, the music for La La, and then what brought you to bringing us into the equation? Talk about that creative process. I
always create, I have here, for example, I take the first record, but I have a Curtis Mayfield record here called Sweet Exorcist. So I work like all the DJs in the 80s, DJ Premier, or because I try to be inspired by all the Pete Rock, all the DJs I love so much from New York. And I discovered how they were creating their hip hop instrumentals to have the MCs on top. So I was not a musician, so I was obliged to sample different type of stuff. So for our records, I did the instrumental here, and I choose this sample. I had I'm listening records every day, and I had this records from Auguste Darnell, who is the singer of Kid Creole and the Coconuts. Auguste Darnell. And he made, before Kid Creole and the Coconuts, he made two projects. Ditchy Dan and another one. Sorry, I forgot the other one. But so it was from his Ditchy Dan album. He made only one album. And I took this sample, the kids sample, and I said, wow, it's unbelievable. When I made the instrumental, I never know before what type of artistic direction I'm going to choose for the singers. So I made the instrumentals, and then I played a bass line very similar to Good Times, you know what I mean? So when I played the bass line, I'm not a musician, but with my two fingers, I can play bass line. I said, wow, it should be amazing to have a rapper here. And I don't know why, I tell you this in 2 seconds, but day after day, I said, wow, why not? What about old school? What about bring this print of hip hop I always wanted to have, because when I start my label, I wanted to produce French hip hop, and I did actually. But it was hard to create. I'm coming from the center of Paris, and the hip hop come from the suburbs, like you are in the center of Manhattan and you come from the Bronx or anything. So it was hard in France to create the link between the white people and the black people from the suburbs, but I was passionate by this music. Anyway, so I said, it's the good time for me to do the link. So I called through, I don't know, I forgot who I contact, your manager, or I forgot who I had in contact with Rodney, my friend and one of my manager also in the US. So, and it was so easy, my friend. It was so easy to contact you and to have your yes and
Lothar.
Lothar.
Yeah, Lothar.
So it's the process. Sample, a little bit of keys, beats, like hip hop. So it was, the tempo is a bit, it's faster, but it's like all the hip hop I loved.
And I love how you, when we were in the session, I really enjoyed that process. Like after we had already done the vocals and the whole 9 yards, and you were just so casual with, you were like, gee, just go in there and just lay something on in the beginning. Just kind of announce, just kind of talk about the song. And you know, and again, new experience. Again, this is all new for me. I'm like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna say. I was already nervous about doing the session, you know, but I went in, I had faith, man.
But I remember exactly, like when you enter in the studio, I always let the artist do what they want at the beginning, because you never know, you can be surprised, and it's always also a collaboration. But maybe in your head you said that he's coming from Europe, so we need to impress Europe with a new style. But old school is the new style. Old school is the new school. So after an hour,
a couple of runs,
I came back to you. I said, guys. I said, guys, and I take it for me. Sorry, I take it for me. I said, give me old school.
Old school.
Yep.
Give me old school. Maybe because it's your culture and you made it before, and you don't like to repeat yourself twice or 3 times, do the same. You want to always elevate your style. But for me, it was important to be a part of history, you know, with you. It's like I was with you in studio, so it's like I was with you in '79. You know, it was a link for me, and I buy a lot of art close to hip hop. You know, I'm always want to be involved in this hip hop culture. It's very important for me.
No, it was interesting. I don't mean to cut you off, Henry, but I did. But it was interesting that's what you wanted to hear, because my experience, especially, again, I got to talk about myself a lot because I was pretty much the most reclusive one out of everybody. I was really literally walking back into music, recording, performing. I had only been back 4 years or so before that, and we were just really starting to do things. My experience when I first thought about the session was, he's going to want us to be, you know, popping and, you know, real current and, you know, do some new flies, you know, stuff. And it was completely the opposite. So go ahead.
Definitely. Yeah. I was just going to mention too, Bob, that after Pitbull said what he said, he went on to sell over like 60 million records. 60 million.
No. Diamond said that.
Wait a minute.
Diamond said that.
AG, I can show you how Bob used to do it. He did it like this. He'd roll in front of the screen. He'd go, more old.
Right.
Yes.
Roll right up in front of the thing. Hit the button. More old.
Yes, school. Man.
But it was
Bob,
you got that feeling.
Yeah. So listen, Bob, what have you been doing, man? I know that you know, I know over there in France that you guys have been experiencing this whole situation too. What have you been up to, man? How have you been managing your time?
I told you, you know, at the beginning, when they announced in France the lockdown, I always wanted to be creative, so I did every day a different theme. I did a live session during 1 hour between 2 and 3 p.m. Sorry, and so I played the music I grew up with to the crowd, and I had millions of views on the sessions, and I was so happy. So it was important. It was really important for me to share this music with my fans, because most of them, when you have a success, you know, they turn their back on you. You know, they don't want to. It's too commercial, or it was better before. It's always better before. So I said to them through the screen, I said, if you don't want to stay there, no problem, guys. You can listen to the radio. But today, and during these 55 next days, we're going to be underground. And what's the base of the music I loved and why I'm here, what I create, all this music. So it was a very, very good time. And since the mid-May, to be honest, I worked a little bit in Italy this summer because they opened the clubs, the open air clubs. So I did 10 gigs, but usually I do 50 during the summer. And September came, and we have nothing to do, my friend. So it's really hard to be inspired by something at the moment because the scene is dead. Nobody wants to do. I have a lot of meetings with my DJ friends and producer friends, and they said it's really hard to be inspired, and we don't know where to play the music or to give the music to. Or nobody's playing, so it's really hard because dance music is a community. It's a community you meet in clubs, and the music has to be played. So at the moment, it's a disaster for all the industry. Industry. So Bo, I'm always positive because after a crisis, it's coming back very, very strong and stronger. So I'm always positive. Yeah. So it's I think it's God gives us we can say comment tu dis ça, une épreuve, gives us gives us hard times, but maybe to think about something new, something fresh. Adversity, it gives us adversity. We don't know why. If you are negative, you say why it arrives to me as an artist. So we have to think about maybe change something, produce more, and then when it will be back, when everybody will be safe, maybe when we'll find the cure for this. Wow, boom, Ibiza, and then everything will be bigger than before. I hope.
Well, I'm with you. I think that what you're saying is in every adversity lies the seeds to an equal or greater benefit. That's basically what you're really saying. When you get hit with something bad.
In English, it's what I said.
I just translated for you. That's all. That's fine.
Sorry, my words sometimes.
No, you're good. It's my French that's terrible. But that's what it is, man. And we've all had to come to terms with that, including myself. I've been. That's why I asked you what you've been doing, because for me too, like we do, 50, 60, 70 shows, throughout the summer, all worldwide, and we've literally been reduced to, we might have did what, 2 shows, Henry, maybe, and a couple of virtual things, but I have to say that I agree with you. I think that. When the time comes that everything comes to a head and they figure out what's going on, it's going to be such a need for what we do. You know what I mean? I think that we're going to have to fulfill, even though we were fulfilling, people's dreams, we were giving people joy, we were bringing people. So many people have, lifelong, say they feel accomplished when they see us perform. I think our place in the world is going to be even more important, because that's what the world's going to, I call it like a healing, it's going to be like a healing session, a time of healing.
Right.
And
go ahead, Bob.
During my sessions also, I discovered something really important. I think that the best sessions was the classic funk sessions. I had classic funk, disco, and then French touch, and then the new stuff. So I think people now, in these times, they want to. I touch their nostalgia, so they want to come back to the classics always. So this podcast is really important, because also it's kind of a lot of promotion for you, and maybe the new kids, they don't know where all this is coming from. So you will have more and more and more shows, because the base is always, as Bob Marley says, you have the trees, you have the branch and the leaves, and you are really the tree of what's happening now. So
that's incredible. No, and I believe that, because in any situation, it's always, there's a thing called going back to the basics, and I think especially with us being the basis of this music, people continually keep reverting back to the quality of what it is that we present. Again, and I'm having an awakening, and I've had this awakening for the past 10 years or so, but even more so now during this situation where you got to check your own self out. I mean, I've gone through highlights and hurdles, peaks and valleys, man. I mean, days where I was totally feeling like nobody's business, bottom of the barrel, and then, having to pick myself up. But most importantly, where I'm going to now and what I'm getting to, it's almost like I'm purging myself talking to you. But the point that I'm getting to is the realization of us, that's something that I'm really having. I've had the opportunity to really get with, because so much has happened in the since 2005 with us. So much has gone on. We've done so many things, and then, you know, everything getting rectified and, you know, moving forward, that everything's been like on light speed. And I haven't really had a chance to say, wow, you know, look what we've done, or look who we have affected, or look how we, you know, what we've come to. And this time has given me that chance. So I feel like I'm going to be stronger. And again, that the importance of the podcast, like you said, was necessary for us to be able to connect with people. It was necessary for us to be able, this platform has given me, and I'm sure, you know, even with Mike, bless his heart, it's given us the opportunity to do this. We would have never had a chance maybe to sit down with the people that we have an opportunity to sit down with as a result of this thing. So, you know, this is huge. So thank you again for being a part of it.
No, my friend, thanks. It's amazing. It's collaboration. It's chemistry. It's, you know, it's I love music.
Yeah, me too.
How do you feel about the direction that the music is going in today? I mean, do you still think it's, you know, how you feel about it?
I'm missing different genre of music. I think now everything is pop, and everything is very, very commercial, and music is organized now and give to and connected with people through algorithm. Mm-hmm. And when people are on Spotify, and if you are a big fan of Drake, so they give you link from of Kendrick Lamar, of different the same style of artists. You know, they don't give you link from Sugarhill Gang, you know, because it's also a hip hop thing. But so it's really hard to access to the kids to what happened before, and also on different type of music. So this is the only thing I'm worried about, because I used to go to the store, buy records, and if I was a big fan in 88 or in 88 or 90 of Jamiroquai, for example, the guy was introducing me Stevie Wonder. He said, okay, you like Jamiroquai, you're going to love James Brown or Stevie Wonder, because his roots are coming from these guys. So if you don't have so I miss that times. So algorithm is the key of music now. So it's going to be hard to do and more different style of, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with it. I knew they did it a lot over here, but I didn't realize that they were doing it just as much over there too, in terms of.
It's worldwide now. It's the music is controlled. It's controlled by the platform, which is good for the artist, of course. In a way, I don't know where we're going to collect money, but I don't know who's collecting. I don't know who's collecting the money, but not me. Maybe somebody. But at least we have a platform when people can listen our catalog.
Yes. True. Yeah. Very true. Very true.
Diamond,
you got a question?
Yeah. Do you feel, Bob, that the world is getting more divided?
Divided? What do you mean? Sorry.
Divided as far as racial conflict, or just in general. And do you feel that the music can heal it? I mean, it's just like music has always been healing. It's always been across the plane. It could do a lot of things, but there's a lot of hurt, separation here in America. I don't know if it translates over there as well.
It's an amazing question. Thank you for asking it. But you know, I'm coming from Africa Bambaataa, my friend. Mm-hmm. And when Africa Bambaataa came in France, you know, and said, we are the Zulu nation, the black, the white, the yellow, the green, we don't know who. I mean, we are together with the hip hop culture. You know, hip hop culture it's one genre of music. We are all human, and we are all listening hip hop. So what's happening now, I don't really understand. For me, it's something weird. You know, I don't know. Also, some people try to use this, you know, to make their own politics around it. You know, so for me, I can't understand. So I would say no. In France, we don't have divided people, because we are all together. And of course, the propaganda, you know the propaganda.
The propaganda.
On the news, they try to say, the Muslim are against the Jew, and the Catholic are against, I don't know. You know, they try to mix everything to create the fear. Always create the fear to divide people. So it's not. About the story, I forgot the name of this guy, the white, the police guy who killed this black man. It was only one guy, only one white guy who is completely stupid who killed this guy. But it was not a complete white community against the black community. I think we're all living together now. We are not in the 60s anymore. You know, it's not this. So I think, well, there is stupid people. What can we do about it? There is you will always have stupid people to think about. We are divided, but I think we are closer. We are closer than more than.
I said.
I agree.
What people, have a hard time realizing is that as human beings, we will always have more in common than what divides us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a very good point, Henry. That's amazing. Yeah, seriously, and that's what people a lot of times don't understand. How it really is worldwide. A lot of things happen in America, and unfortunately, that becomes the broad stroke. With all the tension that's going on. But the real, to me, and again, I'm speaking from my own perspective of being a traveled individual. From my experience, and I think what you're also trying to say, Bob, is that people are definitely more cohesive as opposed to against one another. Like you said, that there's isolated incidents, no question. There's goofballs, no question. But at the end of the day, I've been to so many places. We've been to so many places. We've been with so many people that it's a beautiful experience to just be among people. And it doesn't matter what color you are, what religion you are. I mean, we even talk about that on stage. Him. We talk about that on stage. That, I say it every night.
Give him the message, boy. Give him the message.
Here it is. I mean, at the end of the day, we're not talking about shooting or killing anybody. We're not talking about, we're not calling women out their names. All we care about is love and good music. At the end of the day, look at what's happened. We've been up here 45 minutes, an hour and a half, and in all races, all creeds, all colors, all religions, and all we're doing is getting down to the funky sounds. And if you feel like I feel, and you love like we love, because it's all about love. Love is love. It doesn't matter who you love. Love is love. You know what I mean? I mean, as long as you're not loving, do nothing crazy, but love is love. If you feel like we feel, put your peace sign up in the air. And we do this everywhere, all over the world, every single night. It doesn't matter. And we get the response. We get the same response. Thousands of people agreeing with what's going on. That can't be wrong. There can't be no myth to that. That's
all united with music, always.
Yeah, always.
So exactly. This is my community. The clubbing scene is my community. So I didn't see any people divided in that clubs or. So I live maybe in the clouds or in the paradise, but I don't know. I want to keep that kind of mind. I don't want to think that we are divided or think. No, I don't want to think that.
No, look. Your family good? Everybody's good. The babies, the children are good.
Yeah, everybody's perfect.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. My best to them. Your lovely wife, all of that. My best. Yes, man. Yeah. I know you. You know what I mean? I don't know everybody that I talk to. You know what I mean? I know you. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm fanning out. I know I'm getting personal, but it's okay. Listen, man. I'm gonna say to you, and I appreciate it. Unless you got Henry, you got something that you want to say or ask Bob?
I got one thing to ask you real quick. Speaking of getting personal, I know everybody has a little ritual or a little something that they do or how they prepare before they go out on stage and entertain the crowd every night. I know I do, and I know that G and Diamond probably do as well.
What you mean probably?
Have one you'd like to share with us?
I don't know. I love when I'm surrounded with the ladies almost naked in clubs, around me, because I don't want to show only myself. I want to show an entire show. I tried to check if the ladies are there just to come in.
I got you. That's what's up.
Oh, that was it.
My man.
It's entertainment. Entertainment. We need always, but nothing special.
So Bob, listen. Talk to us, man, like, the adjustment process and how you feel, moving forward. Myself, I've really gotten into, I play a lot of golf. I'm working out, even more so than ever before. Not that I stopped, but even more so than ever before. But mainly I've been working on my mental, man, as far as getting into dealing with the transition from high, velocity, thousands of people, jet setting all over the world to basically grinding to a halt. Talk to us about how you're dealing with that.
So, of course, when it happened, at the beginning, it's very frustrating. But I try always to take the positive side of it. Since I'm on tour since almost more than 20 years. It was hard to deal with my kids because they always saw me quitting home, going on tour. So now I have the time. I have a lot of time to spend with them, creating, their share with them some good thing, going in holidays a little bit. I never spent, July, August, the regular holidays. I never take times for me, and I love playing tennis. So I think it's a good time to think about yourself, what you're going to do after this. So let's take it positive. I talk a lot with artists in general. So some of them are depressed. Some of them said if it's still happening in 2-3 months, I will be broke. Of course, it's a disaster for everyone. But if you are a genuine artist, if you don't lie, if you have a background, if you have ideas, you will always be there. So you do podcast. I did my lockdown session. If you are creative, for sure, you will do something with your network.
Right.
You can talk to your fan.
Yeah.
Play the music you like, you grew up with. But try to, of course, it will be. Not everybody will be on the next boat, but the one who will be there, it's the one who has the imagination and creativity, and they are real artists. Because to be honest, on my DJ side, I saw a lot of DJs who doesn't deserve to be there. So I'm not sorry to be there. Maybe some rappers too, I don't know. But so I'm sorry. It's a big business. The DJ live, the DJ thing, it's a big business. And so only the real one will stay there.
Reinvention. That's the key, man. Like you said, I agree with you 100%. The true artist, the individual who has the real creative flow, because that's what, as I said, that's what I feel we're all doing now. This was another reason why we made the move to go into the podcasting. But the key, I agree with you, is definitely reinvention and continually maintaining a positive attitude above and beyond everything else. I mean, you have your days. As I said, I have mine. Like you said, there was some people that dealt with, depression. I've actually had a huge dealing with that, because I'm so connected to being in front of audiences that it's been that mindset for me has been very difficult to make the adjustment. But at the end of the day, I'm a positive person, so that's going to outweigh and take over.
No, yes, for sure. We are blessed to be artists, and our goal in this world is to make the people happy, to make the people dance. We enjoy with the energy we share with them. It's our goal. So today we are very. We don't know what to do, because I say, okay, that's what I've made since 25 years. So what I'm going to do next? Maybe it's over for me. I don't know. So if you believe, if you have faith, for sure, you need to have faith and to believe in you, and for sure it will happening again, and everything will be even stronger than it was before.
Absolutely.
Yes.
No question.
I want to know, do you see my guy here? This is my man from The Professional, Bob. That's the phenomenal French actor. I don't know. I can't think of his name right now. I meant to look it up, but I was rushing, so I couldn't get it. My man that was in The Professional with Natalie Portman. Henry? You ever see that movie?
Yeah, of course.
Gary Oldman.
That's Gary Oldman.
His name is Jean Reno. Jean Reno.
That's why I thank you. I knew you'd know the name. This is my guy right here, Jean Reno, and they go Natalie Portman right there. They go. I wore this to commemorate. I wanted to have my French feel. You know what I mean? There it is. Hey, Bob, I love you, man. I mean that.
Love you, man.
All the best.
Bob, let's get in the studio, man. Do another record. Let's do another record, baby.
Let me take the plane. Ask your president to say, I need a visa to come. So ask him.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
you got it. You got it.
All right, man. Peace.
Yeah, we're going to vote out in November, so we're going to have a new president, hopefully.
So, listen, once again, man, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. We love to love you. We love you because you love us. This is Sugar Hill Gang. This is our podcast, and we getting ready to be up out of here. Say goodnight, Diamond.
Good night, Diamond.
Say goodnight, Endon.
Bye, guys. I'm Bob Sinclar from Paris.
Say goodnight, Bob.
That's what's up.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Gang Podcast. I'm the Master G. We thank you so much, y'all. Good night. We out.